a.m. And as acting chair, I will call the meeting to order, if that's okay with everyone. Lou, would you do the roll call?
Letitia Willett?
Here.
Use your microphone.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was trying to understand their paper. Letitia Willett,
Here.
myself, Philip Martin,
Yes.
Jackie Mitten is no, and so we have to,
Finish calling for Ernie then.
oh, Ernie Demon,
Yeah.
and Jackie's not here because of a family death.
I make a motion to excuse Jackie.
I second.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Okay, invocation. If you don't mind, I'll give the invocation over Zoom.
All right.
That's good.
Geminado, Daga, Bijinda Motion Nango, Nada Motion Nang Kina, Way Wenne, Je, Ganawamdiam. Meanwhile, Way Wenne, Ganodiam, and so Gizigat, Megwitch, 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 Megwitch. What I just said was, Creator, please listen to us now. Help us to see each other in a good way. Help us to hear each other in a good way. Okay, the minutes from last meeting.
So,
Those are, and I had let you guys know when I noticed the meeting to you. With the cyber attack that we had, we are still figuring out things that we lost, and unfortunately, those are going to have to be recreated, but we will have them done and ready for the April meeting.
Okay, we'll
I have notes on it.
We need minutes,
Okay.
we can postpone the reading of the minutes until the April meeting. Okay, I don't know if we have to, I don't believe we have any email, phone votes for the record. Number 5.
There was none this past month, Ernie.
Okay, and the board workshop rescheduled. Do we have a date for that?
Let me pull up my calendar.
Oh, this is the board. Okay.
So, 4 of you are on the western end. Here's just a thought. April 15th, our board meeting and workshop is in Manistee. We don't have that much on that agenda right now. How would you guys feel about doing that afternoon? And obviously, you know, you guys get reimbursed mileage to come here. Jackie would get reimbursed mileage to go there. It's an option. So April 15th would be an option, and
Oh, I have a dentist appointment. I think.
That's fine with me. I'll make it work.
so it could be April 15th or April 22nd at this point.
So the 15th, we're in Manistee, right? And
The board is in Manistee on April 15th, yes.
That'd be better for us.
that'd be good for us, but I think I have a dentist appointment at 2. I'm not sure, and it's in Gladstone. Well, I'll have to see. That's good for
All
me.
in favor of the April 15th
Aye.
board meeting?
Aye.
Do we need a motion and a
I'll make a
second?
motion.
Okay, sorry.
Second.
No, I forgot that part.
And of course, Letitia, you will be reimbursed mileage to go for there too. I forgot you.
Thanks, Lana.
Yep.
Maybe I can schedule other stuff on that day.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have any boards.
Okay, can we have a motion for April 15th?
I made that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor of April 15th?
I,
Motion carries.
Awesome, thank you.
You'll get us a time, right, Lana?
I absolutely will. I'll actually try to figure it out in the next few weeks. For sure, the week before, I'll send a notice to you guys. And Luann, as soon as you figure out, like within the next day or two, what time your appointment is,
Yeah, I
shoot
got
me a
it at
message.
home.
Yep, shoot me a message, and I'll make sure that I accommodate that on the schedule.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, moving on, the proposed Chapter 10 revisions review. Now, I'm not sure how we're going to do this. How far did we get to last time? Does anybody remember?
We completed the review. So
Okay.
this one that Ryan sent back to us, the one that's dated, was it January 15th?
Okay.
Is us going through the first time. So, and then he sent a cover page of stuff that is what he's thinking. So maybe we should just kind of glance over that and then
Okay,
go
let's
from
do-
that.
The legal department Chapter 10 priority list in order of importance is timelines for our elections. Can we move the election to September and expand all the dates? So I don't know how we can answer that without an attorney present.
We got one.
Do we have an attorney present?
We
do
have-
have one.
Yep, Josh Elliott from the legal department is filling in for Ryan today, but
Oh.
he, just to give him a little grace, he may not be able to answer those questions. I didn't even know that that was an option.
I didn't either. So.
So in the list Ryan provided to the commission, these are recommendations for the commission to discuss and see if they want to pursue amending chapter 10 to incorporate these types of changes. So if you want to discuss moving the election, that is a discussion for the commission to change the deadlines.
What would be the advantage of moving the election to September?
It gives more time to put out all the documentation, so people have more time to work with it. The candidates.
Who brought this?
Okay,
This is Ryan's as legal.
Thoughts?
Yeah, but we
Thoughts?
brought this up anyway, because we wanted to expand the dates, give everybody more time, so everything isn't crunched straight together.
okay, what do you want to do with this idea? You want to,
So Ernie, my idea, I'm sorry, I should have been expanding a little bit more
What?
on that, was just kind of for us to review it, if we just kind of read it, look at it, if we think yes, no, absolutely not, or, I mean, or kind of be prepared for next time when we discuss it, so we, I mean, it's not fair to Josh, because Josh basic knows, but not the details of what it is. But I just want to say we just kind of review that, and anything jumps out that we really want to expand on for later or not, or discuss at the next time, kind of prepare yourself for the next meeting. If that makes sense. 'Cause
It does. And
I might not make sense today, I'm not gonna lie.
Ernie, this is Lana. The only thing that I'm going to suggest is if this is something that the commission seriously wants to consider, moving our election to September, this is something that I'm going to strongly recommend you have on your agenda to discuss with the board, because that is a huge change from the way it has always been. And they will have to get your buy-in, so you'll have to articulate your thoughts and justifications for wanting to do it this way. And I would definitely make that a part of your agenda when you meet with them on April 15th, because that's a code change, and that code change would need to happen sooner than later. And I think that's part of the point of Ryan's list here. If you are going with any of those changes on there, then a lot of work needs to be done like as soon as possible, because preparation will have to be made.
That's gonna be hard to do with our main person not being here.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, we shouldn't be talking about this, because she doesn't know anything that's going on with it then, if we want to do anything with this.
Was she not at the January meeting? She was? So this had to have come up at the January meeting because that's the first I've heard of it and I wasn't here then.
Yeah, but I mean, if we're going in front of the board, because he won't be our chairman then in front of the board. She will be.
Yep. So prior to April 15th, you may have to have a special meeting even if it's just
Yeah,
on
so-
Zoom,
Yep.
Yep,
So she knows what page everybody's on.
right? Yeah.
That would probably be my next suggestion, is to have, just to review this and what we're going in front of the board, because we will not have another meeting. Because it's the after, so,
Yeah, we'll have to squeeze one more in then.
and
Yeah, the idea of having another meeting is a good idea. Good idea.
Yeah, I thought it was only a couple of weeks. I didn't realize it was September. Because what we discussed last time, but I may be wrong, I thought was, you know how close the voting is? Once they get their ballots, they only got a little amount of time to get their ballots out. And I thought we were just discussing that. I didn't realize it was pushed out maybe to September. Okay.
Does anyone want to plan on a special meeting before we meet with the board on the 15th?
Yes.
I would think it's a good idea to
We need
get
Jackie.
Jackie.
Yeah, we have to have Jackie's input on that, otherwise it's just,
to call the meeting, are you talking about? Sorry.
Yeah,
No, we can call the meeting.
Yes, you
well,
guys
we
can.
can, but
No,
we
I
have to
mean-
see when she wants to do it.
yeah.
It'd be better, because we're all here, we can look at our calendar, and if she's not here,
So why
a
don't you
date.
guys look at your calendar, pick a
Yep.
date or two that work for all four of you, and then Ernie as vice chairman, maybe you shoot a message to the full commission and address it to the chairwoman, and ask her, let her know what or I can send the email too. I don't mind doing that, but I can have it reviewed by you first, Ernie, if you're okay with that.
That would be best.
Okay, so you guys give me a couple dates that work before April 15th, and I'll let you know if they work on our part too.
Okay, yeah, you're probably the busiest.
I have to leave my chair for a minute.
Okay.
you gotta go to the bathroom?
I have to find my phone. It's not that far.
I was
'cause-
just the 2nd or the 9th.
It's not
The 2nd and 9th of
coming
March,
fast.
April.
of April.
Yeah, hold on.
I prefer the 9th, that way it's only a week away, or less.
Okay,
than a week.
Good for me.
that's my elder meeting.
On the 9th?
Yeah,
Yes, that's my elder meeting also.
I suggest we only do Zoom, though. This is just one subject. I'm sure.
I
we-
know, but we're in the elder meeting from what, 11 till 1? Ernie?
I'm from 4 to 6.
So what if you do it at 2 o'clock via Zoom only?
2 o'clock, a Zoom only on April what?
Well, we're going to propose April 2nd and the 9th,
Better write
if
it
it
in the
works for
minutes,
all of
though.
you, and then we'll see which
April-
one also works for Jackie.
April 9th, right?
2nd or 9th.
Okay.
I just think.
The
I can do
second
second.
works well. The
Yeah.
second works well for me.
Works good for me.
Okay.
Either one, it don't matter, I'll make it work,
Okay,
because we gotta get this done.
yes.
And this is on the changes or on the scheduled, pushing it out?
Pushing it out to September, if that's something that you guys plan to propose as a code change. Like, that's one of the things that Ryan is saying needs to be sooner than later.
Okay,
Also to meet with, to go over what we want to review with the board,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah, we don't want to blindside her.
we want to,
or blindside ourselves.
Yeah.
So those will be the only two agenda items
And-
on the special meeting when we get to that point.
Okay.
Thank you, Lorna.
Okay, let's have a motion for either the 2nd or the 9th, whichever works best for all of us.
I'll motion for the,
I'll second it.
What date did we get?
this, we like the 2nd.
That's fine.
We're gonna figure out which one is best for Jackie, and your motion, I think, covered that, Ernie, to
Whatever's best.
pick the date for the special meeting out of those two options, based on everybody's availability. Because no matter what, we have to notice a special meeting anyway, so whichever one we pick,
It's a Zoom.
it's a Zoom, yep, Zoom only.
And Phil seconded it, right?
Yep. I will send her a message as soon as I get back to my office and figure out which one would be best, and then I'll let you guys know.
Okay,
But you do have to vote on that.
Okay.
After, right? Or no?
You guys gave a motion and a
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, he,
Sorry, Lionel.
the next thing is the clear.
We need to call for a vote on that.
I don't
we
know.
need to have a vote on having a special meeting the 2nd or the 9th?
Yes.
Okay, I need a motion for that,
We already did that.
Luann?
okay?
I
Yeah,
motion.
we already did it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
But on Zoom, you might listen up.
Motion carries. Okay. Conduct of contests and complaints. Reduce the process to 2 options. Dismiss as being without merit. This would not be appealable. Or convene a hearing to determine matter and render a decision. This would be appealable. Legal standard for this hearing in code, and reinstate legal opinions as advisory to the commission.
Wait.
No. Okay, dismissing it without merit would be unappealable. And if we convene a hearing, then it's appealable.
Yes.
Reinstate.
Josh, the reinstate legal opinions as advisory to the commission? That's,
So this would reduce how much consideration the commission has to give the legal opinion. It would just be advisory, so the commission would have the option to vote against what the legal opinion is and proceed under what a majority of the commission feels is
Okay.
appropriate to proceed.
okay, in other words, if you give us, or if the attorney gives us an opinion, we do not have to accept it automatically, like it was written in the old code.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Do we need a discussion on that? Do we ready to move on?
Yes.
Sanctions, make it clear and separate from the contest complaint process. 2 categories of sanction: administrative. Examples: missed report filing deadline, failed to place endorsement. This can be initiated administratively by commission in own process separate from complaint contest.
Okay.
Or campaign related. Examples: campaign violation. Initiate through a contest of complaint by a member or candidate. Process as recommended above.
Ease.
And it, okay, in other words, if they're missing paperwork, there's a sanction. Or if they have a violation. Does everyone good with that?
Yep. Yeah, I'm good with it.
Yes.
Okay, moving on. Nominating petition process. Can we eliminate this? How would we eliminate the petition process, the
you don't
nominating
have-
petition?
You don't have to have signatures in order for somebody to be on the ballot. I think I brought that up. Instead of having a certain amount of signatures on a ballot, this way we could streamline that a lot. Because we don't, for one, we wouldn't have to look at signatures and verify them. Whoever wants to run can run. And then, you know, if we have 13 people running, all right, you take the top two out of the election and run them to the general election. So you wouldn't have to have signatures.
Wouldn't that open it up for a lot more, though?
Oh, yeah. But it doesn't matter. We have to do it anyway, unless you only have one running. We would have to do that to begin with.
So if we read a little further into it, it's also institute a filing fee to ensure serious candidates.
Uh-huh.
This will assist in hopefully keeping those huge ballots down a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be a good
institute
idea,
a filing-
you know, to charge them for putting their name in there.
Yeah, then everybody wouldn't throw their name in the hat.
Yes,
They had to
yes.
pay money. Oh,
I know it's a big step because they've never had it before in the commission. But it sounds good to me. To
I'm gonna
eliminate
have to
all those
read all
doggone
that.
signatures.
I'm not sure I agree with a filing fee. I know it'll help avoid a huge ballot, but
Yeah.
Depending on what we set the fee at, it may eliminate some people that would be good candidates.
That's true also.
Then we'd have to set the filing fee at a halfway reasonable. But you know as well as me, it costs to run for a board seat. It's gonna cost no matter what. So they should have had some money put aside for it.
I'm wondering, because I haven't been here,
Uh-huh.
when it comes to this, you guys talked about reinstating some, like felony criminal offenses type of thing to be a prohibition on people being able to be on the board, or
Yes.
you did?
Yes.
So if you were to reinstate some level of background process as the initial action that happens when somebody files to run,
Yeah.
then they go through that and they're deemed eligible. I think these kind of go hand in hand because Luann, I believe, just said that there would be many, many people on the ballot if we just eliminated all of that. That was the worst night of our lives, though, right, Phil?
Yeah.
So I see where you guys are coming from on that. And I don't know that any other body does that, so I guess some of them do, but I would think if you're going to eliminate the nominating petition process, there has to be other checks and balances to ensure that you're getting the right candidates. You know what I mean?
Serious candidates,
Serious candidates, right?
yeah.
It's just a thought. I think they kind of tie together a little bit, but
I understand both sides of that.
You know, I'm really hoping, because we're live right now, right?
We are.
On Zoom. I'm hoping people out there are listening to us and give us some input on what they think.
Yeah,
Because I know there's been some people, I've only been at one board election so far that I can remember, one, right? Since we've been here?
Yeah.
And I know that problem, we had some good people running, and a lot of times, things got screwed up because of doggone signatures. You can't read them, you can't do this, you
Yeah.
can't, just get rid of that.
yeah.
But like you say, we gotta have a check and balance of some kind in it. Yeah.
We did lose a couple people because of the signatures.
Yes, and they might have
Yes.
been good.
And there was only just a small amount, it wasn't a lot.
But to think we could get rid of all of that, that would streamline our dates.
Yes.
That, that we can send out all the applications and get all the information back in. That'd eliminate a lot of time.
Okay. We'd have to work around what we charge for a fee,
Yes,
filing fee.
maybe another check and balance if you guys can think of something.
But here's the flip, Ernie. We do technically charge a fee for them to get the names of the people to get the nominating signatures.
yeah.
So there is technically already a nominal fee to begin with. So, I mean, we can up it a little bit. But yeah, you get charged for that. And then if you want labels and, right? You guys still do that? Sorry, it's been a while. So there's already a semi-filing fee anyways. So it's not out of the realm of crazy to do a nominal fee.
Well, any fee would be over and above the mailing lists and labels.
If we didn't have that mailing list and labels though, we could still keep that fee on there, maybe even add a little bit more to, to make sure they're running and they know they're putting their name on the ballot.
They're still gonna want the lists, most of
Yeah,
them. If you can explain that.
So
like,
they
why
can
people- Why
campaign.
candidates want the lists, because they like doing direct mailers.
Well, yeah, I mean, the direct mailers, but it also started at the nomination for the petitions to find where you go to get signatures.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So the list could be wrapped, the fee to the list or the list could be wrapped into the filing fee.
Okay.
So when you file and you have an X or whatever we figure out, that would also generate that list. But you wouldn't have to get the labels. That's on you to get labels. I mean, or not, or however we want to do that. You get the plain list as a filing fee, and if you want the labels, you have to pay extra. I mean, there's many ways of just doing this. This is just kind of thinking outside of other boxes and get us discussing these issues and thinking about them. This is not set in stone. We don't have to do this. This is just things that would actually speed up the process, streamline the process, and other things like that. So, but even a lot of them don't even take them labels anymore, I think.
Well,
But
when's the last time? I've never got a letter from a candidate saying, hey, I'd like to have your vote,
I have.
You've got one? I've never got one.
so what happens is, so the,
Oh, yeah?
so the printing, the printing companies, you give them the list, they used to send it out, and then you just pay them for your mailing. So.
Okay.
So somebody I knew actually wanted me, I had to actually do labels for them. Yeah, that's not happening ever again for them people. That was a lot of work, so a lot of them just take it to the printing companies now and pay that. But if just to get the list, you can add, like, you already paid for the list, so we can just add that into the fee for a filing fee to cover more administrative costs and stuff.
I have, this is taking this a little different. I just thought of something when I was looking at my notes from last time.
There you go, yeah. I can't hear you though.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Weren't we supposed to bring this to the members before we went in front of the board?
Yes,
Wasn't
but
that
this
br-
meeting, the meeting with the board is to review what we're doing.
Okay,
This
and
was scheduled back in what, December?
Yeah,
November?
it's been scheduled and rescheduled.
Then we'll have the membership meetings for the actual code changes.
okay,
But if there's any hot topic things that we might want to change ahead of time before the next election, that's what Lana was trying to say when
Yes.
maybe discuss that to bring to the board that April 15th. But the actual April 15th meeting is to just go
Yeah, to-
over what we're doing, where we're at, things like
Yeah.
that.
Yes.
I understand that. I
So, but
just-
we should still schedule meetings with the membership. That's Well, that was supposed to be probably discussed a little bit earlier, but with everything that happened, and
Yeah, we kind of got
a
delayed.
little bit on sidetracked on that, but yeah, then our next meeting, I think that's probably when we'll be scheduling all those.
Okay.
Okay.
And the clear ballot?
Clear ballot, I believe, is confirmed for your April meeting.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, we beat that up pretty
Sorry.
good. Next.
No, you weren't wrong to bring that up. I mean, just, that's.
I know, but
No, that one,
it keeps everything fresh,
Yep.
so when we go to talk to the board, we know.
yeah.
Okay, are we okay with that?
Yep.
Yes.
All right, moving on to non-candidate registrants. Consider removing this section.
I can't remember what that was.
I don't think in the 2024 election, if this helps you guys discuss it, I don't believe we had one person register as a non-candidate registrant. Several people picked up packets, but nobody registered to be a non-registrant candidate, just so you know.
I wouldn't expect a lot of people to sign up to campaign for different board of director candidates. I expect a lot of people would campaign for them, but they wouldn't register as doing so. Okay, or we can replace with an electioneering section. This will create guardrails on what members can say, do to influence the vote. Remove the need to register them, but still be able to sanction them under Chapter 10. And enforceability may be hired without non-candidates registering and explicitly agreeing to commission jurisdiction. So if it's saying that we can sanction them, but it may be hard to enforce. So I don't know what we would do to make it enforceable.
Can't.
Any thoughts?
No, you're out of my realm on that one. I don't know what we could do to enforce it.
If they weren't registered, I don't see that we could do much of anything to someone speaking for or against a candidate.
I need to read this over.
We can definitely discuss more of that with Ryan.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
No one registered last election. People still advocated for the candidate of their choice. And enforceability may be an issue. And that's the last I have on Ryan's cover sheet.
Ernie, can I bring
Yes.
something up on number one? Especially
Yes.
important if still 100% mail-in? Remember we talked about that? You know, can we have other ways of candidates, except for mail-ins?
Ballots?
Any, not just ballots, but we can do that online, we can do it at the tribal centers. There should be more than just one way of doing it, I would think.
Isn't that why we're bringing in the clear ballot?
Yeah, I'd like to see the elections go to online as much as possible. But,
What's clear ballot supposed to do with that?
That's what they're,
I know they're supposed to try to do our next election as far as ballots and stuff, but did we talk about that? About them sending it out different ways, you know, on the internet and stuff like
I
that?
believe we did. I don't have my notes in front of me from that meeting, but I believe Clear Ballot can also do online voting and
Okay,
other ways of voting.
okay,
yeah.
Got it.
That's the way I thought.
So that'll be a good discussion in April.
Yes. All right. Seeing that we had the problems with our system for the tribal, I think we're gonna have to find a good way, and it'll be a good idea to ask them how they can secure, if they want to, if we have a way of doing it online, how they can secure that, so we don't get hacked.
Yeah, but our
Yeah.
system is standalone.
Yeah, after what happened the last couple of months.
Where's the,
No, not when they send, if you can vote online, that's not, there's no way you can secure that. It can't be a closed system.
no, I know, but
Michael,
our antique ancient system is standalone, so
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
safer, so it's actually safer,
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's something we'll have to look at.
I know that if we went to online voting, that we'd get many more complaints about fraudulent elections than we do now. And with us voting through the mail, we get enough people hollering that there's fraud.
Yes. But most of the people that I've heard on that last election we had, the only election I've been at, is a lot of times they weren't able, or they didn't get their ballot, or they didn't do something as far as their ballot. Well, if they can't get their ballot, and we're justifying it coming through one spot, the post office, that's not a good idea, I would think.
But isn't that why we wanted to give them more time, so stuff like that didn't happen?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
so that would solve some of our problems.
Yeah, either or.
Yeah.
That would help, it would help streamline this process a little bit more. Yeah, we'll still get complaints, but hopefully not as many. That's all I have.
I think we can move on, and then food for thought.
That was number 7, proposed Chapter 10 revisions review.
Yes.
Okay, number 8 on the agenda, questions regarding funding from Commissioner Martin.
I talked to Lana just a minute ago, and I need to see what we can do to stop this from happening, if it ever happens. I'm not saying it happened, it didn't happen. But if there's questions on it, this is a good thing to bring up, so we can put it in Chapter 10. If something like this happens, what are we gonna do about it?
This is
The topic, Ernie, it's related to the legal opinion, and it's specifically regarding this commission receiving funds that are fully controlled and authorized by the sitting board of directors. Did I sum that up right, Phil?
Yes.
So, There are
Can I make a
several.
motion? Sorry, Lana, I don't want to cut you off.
no,
To go into closed session for this. That way we can cover both, like move this issue into closed session with the legal update, and maybe that will cover some of the other questions on top of that.
I'll second.
I didn't want to do that because she's not here. So that's why I didn't want to do it if she's not here. I'm a firm believer, if you got something to say to somebody, you say it.
But
But
I'm,
it would have been nice to have a closed session with everybody, but we can still do that.
I think if we're gonna discuss it at all, we should close. That's my
Okay,
opinion.
well, that's fine.
We don't have to use any names or I have some questions.
okay, so you already have a first and a second, Ernie, to go into closed session?
Okay, we've had the motion to go to closed session. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we're going to go to closed session for few minutes.
Okay,
and
give me
we-
just 1 minute to get set up on my end, and I'll let you know when I'm ready and everybody else is out of the meeting, okay?
Is there a
Okay.
lot of people on?
You haven't did this.
room, let's go to open session. And I will bring up the subject of a proposed change to code about after January 2026, receiving funding from a sitting board member.
Okay, I gotta,
From this fund?
Yes.
Yes, okay. From the fund that we're talking about.
From the cultural department fund, it should be any funds from a sitting board member.
okay,
Specifically, the cultural enhancement, the motion should be to direct legal to come back with a proposed code change to address the cultural enhancement funds for a sitting commissioner member. Is that enough, Josh?
I would think
With
so.
the effective date of January 20.
With the effective date of January 2026.
Okay, are we back in session yet?
I haven't heard the lady.
We are.
Okay, there's
I made the motion.
So Letitia?
need a motion?
Yep.
I'll second it.
Okay, wait,
To have legal come back with the proposed code change for that.
To have, okay. We need a motion for legal, for a proposed code change concerning cultural enhancement funds from the board members after January 2026.
Correct. And I make that motion.
And I'll second it.
Proposal's been made and seconded to,
I got it.
all in favor?
Aye.
I,
Proposal carries. So Josh or Ryan will get back to us, hopefully at the next meeting.
No, I'm hoping it'll be before that.
Maybe at your special meeting
Yeah.
before you go back before.
Well, that's what I'm saying, yeah. At our special meeting, that'll be good, before we go in front of the
and
board.
everybody will be here then.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, we hope.
Hopefully it doesn't have a blizzard or flood or something.
April,
Lana?
should be good to go in April.
Hey, we got snow in May one year.
Thank you, sir. I'll grab yours too. Lou.
Yep.
Oh, what did I do with it? Oh, right here.
I don't travel.
Thank you for
Oh,
doing
okay,
that.
got it.
Thank you.
You live here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Did you do your travel?
Yes, I
Okay.
did.
There you go.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, that was our, do we have anything else under other?
I think Lana had some admin stuff to discuss.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay, so, I gotta try to remember it all. So I talked with the board yesterday. Right now, the tribe is on a continuing funding resolution, which means we're operating under last year's levels. And I had advised you all previously that I put in the 2025 budget to be able to get a laptop for the commission. The board authorized me yesterday to proceed with purchasing that laptop, so I'm hoping before the special meeting. I have it ready to go, if not then, for sure by the next meeting. So, one of the things, when I talked to them about that, I advised them that the commission has been pretty strong and firm about you want to operate as a commission, the way, pretty much the way it used to be, where you all do it all. I or Ashley will be here to perform the administrative as far as reserving the room, paying the bills, operating Zoom. But once that laptop comes in, and it'll have to be a discussion between the chairwoman and the secretary as far as how that laptop is going to be utilized. Because going forward, and I'll make sure you guys have all of the 2024 election documents so you have it, and that's what I'm talking about. You all are going to be doing the notice of election, however the code changes pan out. You'll do the notice, you'll do the packet, preparing them. Obviously, we'll do the copying and that type of stuff. So we're going to have to flesh this out to see what the commission's going to do versus what we're going to do. But you will all develop the agendas. We can circulate them. You'll develop minutes for approval. We can again circulate them, make sure they get up on the tribe's website. But we are, as I explained to them yesterday and previously, the only reason staff was so involved in the 2024 process is because we really didn't have a choice. We were all new, including the commission. So we did a lot more than the normal staff involvement would have been previously. So we are taking a step back. We are putting everything into the hands of the commission. That the previous committee used to be responsible for. Like, they did everything on their own. And that goes to, like, we'll still assist with meetings, but like when you schedule your membership input sessions, those are the commission. That's not going to be staff doing that. So if you're planning to like travel to all the areas to get input from members, we would still process travel reimbursements. We will still help to locate meeting locations, pay for them if there's a fee to pay for them.
We can do that?
Help find them. Yeah, but we are going to be involved in just the official committee meetings. But membership input sessions, that's going to be you guys. Doing all of the notices, all the paperwork, like I had given you the step-by-step that I had put together. I'll take a look at that if I can find it, if it wasn't lost. I will see, I think I emailed it to you, so it may be good. I'll go through that again, make sure it's good, and that's, got to remember, what I put together for your step-by-step is based on the existing code. So if any changes are made, you're going to have to update that to, you know, you got to do this, this, and this now.
Is the step-by-step the date, where you did the dates and stuff?
Yep.
I have a copy of
Yep.
that, I know I do somewhere.
Okay, so this is something that I think you guys have been wanting for a while, and we've just been involved because of the fact that every one of us was new. I was new in my position, you guys were new in your positions, and we all had the same goal of making sure that the 24 election happened and happened properly.
Yeah.
So we're still going to assist in those types of things, like we'll be required to be there on election nights,
Box,
all of that stuff. Like that's going to be something we'll have to talk to legal about, you know. I mean, even the mailbox, the commission chair is the one that is supposed to go with law enforcement. That's not supposed to be me and Ryan, but again,
Yes.
we did what we had to do last year, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So these are things, it's probably going to be a learning process as we go, you know, but
She's got a lot of knowledge, man.
she
that
does.
helps.
She's been around for a very long time.
will we still have legal here?
Legal is absolutely,
Yes.
Still here?
yep. Ryan is still the election attorney, so he'll be here to help guide and what have you. But administratively, we have to take a step back because we have so much on our plate anyway. But the reality is, it's the responsibility of the commission. So knowing the code inside and out, knowing what your roles are, what your authority and responsibilities are, those are things you all got to update and, you know, keep up on. So I will, we'll have this discussion again, I'm sure, when Jackie's here, so she knows as well, and we can have that discussion as well. You know, how are you going to do the notices? Who's going to put the agendas together? And again, they can be sent to us for circulation by communications, because we do put this on the website. I reserved these rooms for you guys. I pay the bills for this room.
We asked for a couple more members, but where would that be?
You guys got to get that in your code changes.
Yeah.
So that may be something for your special meeting as far as a topic to talk to the board about that, you know, I'm surprised that's not on the list, because I think that is something, if you're going to do it, that might be one of those that you want done sooner than later.
Yeah,
So I just wanted to give you all an update on that and answer any questions, and we will still be available for guidance as needed, but You guys have been on here for what, a year and a half now, something like that, almost a year and a half?
No, just a year.
It's been about,
February, I think, was or first call I got from you was in January.
yes, so it's been a little over a year, but you guys have been on the commission for that long. You should be familiar with the process, with the rules, with the code, that kind of thing. So I'd be happy to answer any questions. And if you think of anything that you think that our staff should still be doing, you're welcome to let me know that too. We'll have a discussion about it, but bottom line is, this is your commission. This commission, not the staff, but the commission are responsible for the tribe's elections. And that's why you guys are on the commission. So do you have any questions?
No. I
Nope.
don't.
No? Okay.
It's a lot of work.
Not for us.
No, I mean, you do a lot of work.
That last election was fun, but,
It actually was.
yeah, I enjoyed it.
Experience.
Yep.
Yeah, we had it pretty down. We didn't have any issues other than complaints, but that's normal.
Well, hopefully we don't have issues.
That's what we're hoping to clear up, is any issues.
Yeah.
Okay, anything else under other?
Did you have anything?
Nothing else?
No?
That brings us to number 11, the adjournment. Need a motion to adjourn.
I motion to adjourn today's meeting.
I second.
All in favor?
All right.
Aye.
Motion carries.
No storm's gonna get me today.
Yeah,
Everyone drive safe on the way home.
is it snowing?
Hey, don't worry.
It's not snowing here yet, it's cloudy.